Sometimes when Dr. Ruelh and I are gazing into each other's eyes, I think, so that's what eyes look like. Dr. Franklin Ruelh.
Thank you, young lady, and welcome to another edition of our wonderful show. And now with a special segment on smelly topics. Yes, first we start off with the smelliest plant in the world, the corpse plant from Sumatra, actually known as the Titum Arum. It's on exhibit now in London, England. Hundreds of people are lined up to actually smell this stinking plant. That stench has been described as a combination of rotting flesh and burnt sugar. Yes, horrible. Now the purpose of this stench is to attract an insect that pollinates the plant. That insect is the sweat bee.
Now the sweat bee, as its name implies, loves sweat. It needs the salt, but it gets it from mammals. So imagine, if you will, a couple of mammals, say a wild pig, and a hunter, a man, running through the jungle on a hot, steamy day. And then imagine which bits of the pig and the man, which nooks and crannies, will be hottest, wettest, and smelliest. That's how this flower smells to a sweat bee.
Now let's take a closer look at the corpse plant, from top to bottom. Looks almost like a giant asparagus. Very intriguing. I have to tell you, I would not want to be within 100 feet, not even 500 feet of the stinking plant. Now speaking of stench, we also have a mysterious creature that washed up on an island 600 miles south of Santiago, Chile. What in the world is that? The locals are calling it El Monstro Marino, and they say it has an unbelievable stench, perhaps just like the corpse plant. Let's get a close-up of this unknown creature. He's touching it with his bare hands. That's unprofessional, unscientific. He could cross-contaminate with his own germs, and he could pick up some microbes from it that could endanger his life. Put on some gloves, buddy. What in the world is that crazy hole? Could it be the creature's belly button? Now, DNA samples have been sent to labs around the world trying to determine what this creature is. Of course, it could be nothing more sensational than just a large squid or an octopus, but that does not look like any squid or octopus I've ever seen. It looks so amorphous, there's no way to tell what it is, except that it is dead. Well, that is one thing we're certain of. And secondly, we know it stinks. But beyond that, it is a mystery. Now enough for that stink. We'll be back later with some other intriguing material of a non-stench nature. Ugh.
Weird TV.